If it's cold and it's wet, you're going to be cold and wet. If it gets cold enough and wet enough, you're going to die. And the mountains don't care. The wind doesn't care. It keeps blowing. The deer that walks past your body doesn't care. The cougar that walks past your body is going to eat you.
You may not know who Bert Sorin is, but you've likely heard of Sorinex, a family-built exercise equipment brand common in gyms and collegiate campuses across the US. The company's story is summed up in one phrase. That is, it's in our blood. Just as weightlifting is in their blood, so is hunting. A father teaching his son, this is what hunting is. This is what life is. This is what it means to give your all. A son now, growing, teaching those same lessons to his kids. Teaching his kids that it's in our blood. A full circle of heritage.
Nature is one of the only things, probably the only thing I've ever found. Nature and weights in many ways. 200 pounds is 200 pounds. 500 pounds is trying to kill you if it's on your back. That's what its job is. It's going to press down with X number of kilonewtons on your back, and if you don't have the ability to stand up with it, you'll die. And I like that. I like that it doesn't make any excuses and it doesn't make any apologies for what it is. If it gets cold outside or if it gets hot outside and I'm not prepared, I will die. And I like that. There's a drive and there's a thing inside me that when the weather starts changing and those first cool breezes come in and I see those leaves falling, and you can smell it. You just like you can smell fresh cut grass in spring. You could smell it and you go, and it's just something peps in your step a little bit, and you just I could find myself looking at every tree and it's a sharpening of the senses that if you haven't experienced it, it's almost sounds ludicrous to tell someone that. I do believe that hunting was born into me. Some of my earliest, my dad has been a hunter his entire life since I was a little boy. I remember times where he'd have to pick me up over the mud puddles. I was too little to walk over them, and we would be coming back from fishing out in the woods or something, and he'd act like he was lost, and I'd have to find my way out. And just those little stressors to start realizing that it matters in the outdoors. When I was 6, 7 years old, and he would say, okay, well, the alligators are over here and the bears are over here, and which degree this is, and we have to orient the map. And I look back and I was like, he put so much effort into making sure that it was in my blood, but once it was in there, that it was fed and fertilized. And he always said, he goes, I notice I don't throw the football with you. I don't throw a baseball with you. He is, because even if you're really good at it, you'll not do it longer than about 22 years old. And he goes, I could hunt with you until I'm dead. And man, smart. Smart. He invested well, and that's what I'm trying to do with my kids. I want them to have a reason to want to come home and come see me and spend time with me when they're not at age that they want to spend time with their old man. I'm in the golden era now where my children are old enough to go hunting with me, and my dad's still young enough to go hunting with me. And I don't take that lightly. And I realize that I'm in those golden times that I'll look back and say, gosh, wasn't that amazing? And these are honestly the times I've looked forward to my entire life. Hunting, the goal is killing, right? I mean, that's one of the big goals. That's what allegedly we're going to go out to try to kill. But the key of the whole thing is, strangely enough, is living. Like that's the deal. Like you're doing it because it's life. It is. It's what's in us, like the oxygen and the nutrients and everything else, it's in there. If I could pass that on to my children, when I'm gone, they're going to be able to still enjoy the same truth of nature that I've enjoyed. I mean, one of my fears is that I won't be around long enough to enjoy enough of it with my kids. I look at my mortality. I mean, my dad's 70 years old. He's had some health scares. I'm blessed enough to still have him with us, and he's doing good. But still, there's going to be one day that he has a hard time getting his arm in his pack, and I always help him get it on. And I won't have to help him anymore. Hopefully that's a long time from now. And hopefully he'll get to hump my kids. And we'll get to together teach him what he taught me. And just the love for it, and the drive for it, and doing it the hard way, and just knowing that you always get back and do it again, and you're probably gonna fail, but it's okay. And all these skills that I learned through the hunting lifestyle, and I've used them in my business, I've used them in my life and my family, and I'm just super blessed to live that life and to live it with the people that I've been able to. And yeah, it's a good life. My name is Bert Sorin. You know that strength is in my blood, and now you know it shares a home with hunting. Everyone has their own story. This is mine. It's in the blood. Other way. Kodiak Sorin. Hold on. Get your fingers. Get your fingers. Kodiak Sorin. Big bull elk. Opening day. Oh! Yeah. Nice job! Let's go get him.